We'll do an intro at some point, but
I find that introductions are for lesser people. Yeah. They just have to assume who we are and just pick up from there.
We're not going live on this, so I'll cut out anything that anyone wants me to cut out. So don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're literally chatting shit till Nathan arrives.
Yeah, well,
what did he say? Did he say it was work?
No, he's around. He was smoking and setting up when I last spoke to him, so he'll be here soon. Like,
yeah,
it's just having a lovely big poo.
Probably.
I completely blended all my words into one then. Middle class theme. What is it going? Is he at work? Is he work?
Is he performing manual labour? Is that what he does? I don't know.
Oh, God. I still cannot drink actual straight alcohol without making a face. I'm not that manly yet.
It's all going. Oh, it's going so well. Is this? Your planning skills coming in yet again, KD.
Yeah.
Hours of fun.
A whole day of planning.
He goes, yeah, just, come on, whatever. And then it's like, okay, right, I'm all on. I think I'm all right. And then he's like, oh yeah, I've got a drink. It's like, oh, is that we drinking then? It's like, okay, fair enough. Hold on.
I didn't realise I had to give you permission, but we're drinking, Alex.
No, I don't need permission to drink. I just need to obviously know that other people are drinking, because if I drink too much, you end up looking a bit of a tit.
Oh, Alex, just so you know, you can't do that today, because this is what I've got so far, and I've got more to go and get when I run out. So for me, this is a lot.
Are those what are you drinking? Cavonia.
This one, I know.
I like to imagine that your middle class brain kicked in there and you wanted to say Courvoisier, but you're like, Cavonia.
There you go, beer. I'm mixing. I'm just grabbing whatever was left over from Christmas, basically. I've got some eggnog and stuff to get to.
I'm surprised you're not drinking stuff out of a paper bag.
Give me time. It's only 20 past 8.
Night is young.
The night is very beautiful. Speak for yourself. I'm quite beautiful. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you've got the kids to prove it. I know.
There you go.
You've had sex with at least one woman.
Twice. At least one woman twice.
Exactly. Or got very unlucky with people sitting on toilet seats. Either way.
Or very lucky, depending on what I wanted as the outcome.
You
know,
not wrong.
Could have been just a random shot in the dark, literally. That's my juice gone.
Hello, Internet. You're listening to the In Your House comedy podcast with the Babyface and his fellow funny friend. Now hold on to your butts. Keep your arms and legs inside the podcast at all times. Prepare to have an autographical orgasm in 3, 2, 1.
Also, fuck me. That fucking glass.
Oh, dude.
Oh, now Alex is frozen.
Oh, is he actually frozen?
Just, I mean, that's his. Oh, there we go.
There he's back. There we go. I'm going to tired of that.
Broke the stream for like just a second. Yeah, I have to move the laptop for like a slight angle in order to figure out the orientation, but it's the opposite way to the way that you think it is.
Yeah.
It's just like, and you're constantly drifting off to the wrong side. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, if I move that, it's got to go that. No, it's not. It's like people who, when the game in, like invert the controller. No.
Oh, I don't get why people do that. Right, no, do I do that? I'm trying to remember, actually. I think I used to invert it up and down. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all prefer it up and down.
I do it inverted because that's the way that it is in real life.
Yeah.
Because if you're flying a plane and you go like that, and the plane goes up, there's something completely wrong.
All your past experiences of flying planes.
Yes, I was in World War II, you know.
I was the Red Baron.
Yeah.
This is my
It's the
party.
German side of the family again.
Well, Nathan will be on soon, so what I'll do, I'll just intro it, and then once he jumps on, I'll just throw his intro in too. I'm just going to chat a load of shit more than anything. Okay. Welcome everybody then to the In Your House. Sorry, I got a message then at the same time as I went to do that. Oh, fuck off. What are you
Welcome
doing now?
everybody to the I've got a message.
The
Woohoo!
beauty of editing, Alex.
Friends.
Yeah. This is Illustrator asking for payment.
I've got the drawings. You're not getting them.
Yeah.
We're almost
Where's my
done as
money,
well
man?
for the first one. Welcome to the In Your House Comedian Podcast, the show where comedians sit back and chat poop about literally anything and everything. I am the creative force behind all things KD Comedy Inc. and your comedic babyface Kd HInken. And I am joined as ever by a bunch of my fellow funny friends from around the comedy circuit. Please welcome two soon-to-be three friends of the channel, and keep up with me because I'm getting a whiz food. First up, he is the host of the Neanderthals pod. Whiz Foodum.
Oh, whiz through them. Keep up with me because I'm going for a whiz.
I drank a bit more at this point than I meant to. Bear with me. First up, he is the host of the Neanderthals podcast, the man so nice they named him twice, and the Christmas comedian quiz off Santa champion of the world, Mr. Callum Ellis, Jarvis-Jones. Nathan's not here yet. So lastly, he is the epitome of German engineering and one half of the ruthless middle-class mafia quizzing crime family. He is the Alan Davis of the comedian quiz off, an all-around tall motherfucker. Please welcome Alex Plant.
Hello.
Fuck you all.
That's how you intro a podcast.
That's how you intro.
Fuck you all.
So,
Fuck you for even listening.
I love you all, but fuck you all as well. So just a little quick. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Basically, because we absolutely ripped the shit out of you, and you've put three of us on the same podcast. Essentially, you set up your own roasting team. That's basically what you've done.
I don't think you understand the dynamic of all my friends while growing up all my life. This is where I feel more comfortable, Alex.
No, Carl.
If I'm not being exactly, if I'm not being barraged by insults, I'm not living. Or I'm happy. One of them. I get those words mixed up.
Yes. Nice.
But we are going to do today, then we are going to do a little 2021 predictions, but it's just more of a theme. It's a complete free-form chat. Just absolutely whatever. Does anyone have a prediction to kick off with? Anything?
I reckon that you definitely won't get a suntan again, seeing as you're the most albedo man ever. So that's never happened.
Has Carl ever had
True.
a suntan? I imagine that it's pale or melanoma. There is no in between.
Yeah, I reckon he tried spray tanning once and he was just orange all over. He looked like a carrot.
No, the man in the back alley said it was spray tanning. That's
Yeah.
not what it was.
Yeah, he was
It came out whiter somehow.
more clear than anything. But it did, when I sat outside in the sun, it did kind of give a little bit more of a burn, but a weird kind of smell to it as well. But I do like sunbeds, so thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Not anymore, because it's now like, I imagine that's like so unhygienic.
Which is strange for the man who looks like a vampire. I'd have thought you'd been allergic to a sunbed.
Whatever.
There is a slightly vampiric look.
Yeah, there is.
I wasn't expecting that then. I've never been compared to a vampire, I've got to say. I've been compared to many things, not a vampire.
A little bit like Spike from Buffy, but after he gets the vampire face.
Yeah.
And when he's got an extra chromosome as well.
So, I'll edit that bit out if I were you.
It's fine.
Yeah. However, after the time he went to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh God!
Dear
Okay.
Make-A-Wish Foundation, please can I have an illustrator for my book?
Santa gave me one. He gave me one.
He's been round for an hour. He'll be dead. He'll be dead in 2.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but let me just take off the thing and just introduce him when I find. Let me take that off, and we have to put it there. Then let me get the thing up. So, okay, we also now have the man behind the award-winning Apocalyptic Metal Treehouse sketch show and a beautiful co-host of the Comedic Comedy True Crime and Amazing Events podcast. And I heard the bottle pop as soon as you came on. Then, Mr. Nathan Parish.
Oh shit! How are you doing? Everyone good?
Yeah, we're good. But just so you're caught up, we're just saying that Carl is a Make-A-Wish Foundation kid.
And I'll come in the track.
And his wish that he made was for an illustrator for his book that doesn't exist yet. So that's the level that we're currently on at this moment.
But it's smooth, yeah, I like it. Yeah.
But the government gave it me at least, though, so we're good now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'll hear this a lot through the night, and you can figure out why. Fuck you all, once again.
Hashtag
Carl. Yeah.
No, Carl.
Fuck all. How you doing, Nate? How's your New Year's been and all that, man?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Had to get a new car. Basically bought the same car. That was about it. Nothing much has changed. Everyone seems to think that 2021 is going to be some better year or worse year. It's going to be much the same.
A magic potion. As soon as it gets to 2020, it's coronavirus is gone and racial equality is everywhere.
It's all that it was waiting for. It was just like an oven timer. We were just waiting for everything to just cook perfectly nicely, and suddenly everything is fixed.
Yeah.
Ironically, we're the closest to the sun that we've ever been.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that?
This year, because the Earth orbits the sun in an elliptical orbit. At the moment, we are at the closest point to the sun, but obviously the axis is tilted away for us. But in 6 months' time, by the time that we go back round and obviously we're tilted towards the sun, we're the closest we have ever been to the sun.
This year?
Interesting.
Yeah, this year. Yeah.
Well, this year's only been 5 days.
You know what I mean, you fucking idiot.
Let's move on.
Trying to explain science to a fucking vampire.
I don't believe the sun's real. The sun doesn't exist.
No.
It's a pandemic.
Carl
It's
still
a lie.
works on the basis of the 4 humours.
Yeah.
Okay.
The world is flat.
Yeah.
I don't think the world is flat.
Gravity isn't proven yet to Carl.
Yeah.
I was about to make a joke about believing the Earth is flat, but for anyone that will be watching in a couple of days, I'm not even going to pretend that I think that's true. I'm not even going to pretend that. I can't do it to myself. I just can't do it.
The Earth isn't flat. Mars, though, that's fucking flat.
Yeah.
How could it not?
Yeah. It's just a big construction that was put up there somewhere in the 40s to just make people think that there are other planets out there, but in fact it's just us and the moon.
Have you heard about the new thing over the past couple of, like the last week? I think it was just before the new year. This Iranian, the head of the Iranian Space Force for the past 30 years. And he did some other stuff as well. And he's also an astrophysicist, and he makes rockets. He's a dude.
Has discovered another star.
He's a dude.
He's a dude. And he's a legit thing, not just some randomer. But he started saying now that the Earth has been in contact with aliens for like 20 odd years, and that we're building a space agency on Mars and stuff. It sounds fucking ridiculous, but just the fact that he just suddenly started saying that.
I mean, maybe that's why he's the head of the Iranian space side of things, not like America or Russia.
I mean, would I work very closely with America, though?
I'd be very concerned.
Well,
for the
I think
Iranian space.
technically America's bombing Iran, but just,
I'd be really
They
concerned
did work closer, didn't they, at one point?
Iran, for years, has been really focused upon blowing stuff up. So working for like a rocket associated thing is not going to end well.
The reason I brought it up though is because when he was saying it, they were making out that because he's now in his elderly years, he doesn't care about his the way he's seen in the public anymore. So because of that, he's now being honest and making a point about it. I think they forgot about the fact that because he doesn't care, about how it comes across now, and he's got a book coming out about it. It could be a bit of bullshit too, but it's very fucking interesting when you listen to it.
Why hasn't the Pope disowned God then? He's getting old.
What?
He's getting old. He should be sort of, stop messing around.
Actually, that could be what happens in 2021.
I was about to say,
One day comes out and just like, guys, it's been a good laugh. Fucking amazing, right? But I've got some bad news.
I've had a lot of
none of it's real except the shit about the Easter Bunny. Weirdly, that's true.
Yeah.
So,
that was the one that makes the most sense.
I mean, come on. Loaves and fishes multiplying out of nowhere. Think about it, dickhead. Think about it. Come on. What in Latin, obviously.
Have ever tasted your own blood? Does it taste like wine? No, it tastes like fucking blood, doesn't it? So
it tastes like iron.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, eating human does not taste like a cracker. Not one fucking bit.
You just ask all those choir boys. Do I taste like wine? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I think on that, Alex, I think we need you to give us the first proper 2021 prediction in that case.
Now that we've got the Iranians and the Catholics on side.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, I think we've just killed half our audience.
Iran will probably do it in a few years anyway.
So our audience gone. We start taking the mick out of Americans next.
They do it on their own.
That brings me on nicely to a prediction. I honestly think that there's going to be a massive. Trump's got one last thing up his sleeve in regards to something he's going to try and do to completely fuck over the whole Joe Biden getting into the White House thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's and on, welcome to the 6 o'clock news. Tonight's main story: Donald Trump has shat on the doorstep of the White House.
It was huge.
I don't even think I think it would literally smear the whole inside. Just handprints. Just like, Melania, help me with this.
Just Joe Biden walks into the Oval Office like, oh my God! Why is there a log here?
Is that poopy?
I could imagine it was the worst part. I could genuinely imagine it.
I think I need someone to try and clean me because I can smell something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's me or myself, but
this baby's head smells like poo.
Have you seen the thing that they released not too long ago about the Trump call to one of his mayors? I think one of the states, was it, asking for 11,000 more votes that would
the
make
governor,
him. We'd
like 11,000 more votes. If you could find that, that'd be great for us, please. Fucking
Did you realise what that meant? That the exact number he said meant that he would win by 1 in that state. 1.
Yeah.
That's what that number meant.
Going through all
we
the
all know that Georgia wanted, didn't vote that way, and half of Georgia sat there going, "But we did." It's like, shut up, dickhead. Just get out.
Yeah. Just admit the fact that you were a shitty president. There's been a lot of shitty presidents. You're one of the shitty ones. Deal with it.
I will give him some praise just for the fact of a president that's willing to go out there and ignore the red tape. That's really good, but now you just need a president in the future that will do exactly that, but isn't a twat.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though, isn't it? Because then you end up with this back and forth between the Republicans and the Democrats, which has been going on forever, where it's like, oh, we're going to use a load of executive orders. And then they go, well, fuck your executive orders. We're in power now. We're going to do a load of executive orders.
Oh, thank God. Right. Okay. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Let's get to serious business, done, gentlemen. This is an Illuminati meeting, and we all know why we're here.
And I had to go out and come back in.
Even his own internet said no, Carl.
Yeah.
Amazing.
My powerful fires pulling out my headphones.
You have your headphones wrapped around your powerful thighs. Okay.
You're going to go somewhere.
Thick thighs save lives. Like, I
Ow.
don't know who created that phrase, but it's so wrong.
Ow.
Like,
Wait, what?
like, if
What?
right, thick thighs save lives, right? It's all over like a lot of Tinder profiles. And,
It's the new live, laugh, love.
yeah. It's the new live, laugh, love. It's the new.
There's a lot of
curvy-
situations.
Curvy girls are more fun, sort of
Mm.
thing.
There's a lot
thick
of
thighs.
situations where thick thighs will kill. I mean,
Yeah,
especially in a
there are.
smothering situation.
Also,
Yeah,
narrow
like if you go
doorways.
down, like
Mhm.
thick thighs might actually result in suffocation.
Yeah.
Oh, I need
You
to-
want men to go down on you, don't say that you've got thick thighs and they save
Yeah.
lives. 'Cause-
I imagine that would cause some
Just get caught in
complications.
there for all time.
like Pandora's box.
Especially if, much like most of us are, not you, Carl, it's like they have suit on the face and maybe they've got something going, it just becomes a Velcro situation. And you're just like, no. And you just lodge there and you slowly suffocate and die.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's
is like
not
the
good.
most hair I've ever had in my life on my face, to be honest with you. And
All
now
I
know-
seem to be able to get is Guy
Honestly-
Fawkes / Shakespeare. That's all I ever seem to be able to achieve.
Yeah, like
But-
an Edwardian sort of
Mm.
pointy
Yeah.
contraption
Yeah.
on your face.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, like the kind of guy who's tying women to train tracks in silent movies.
like a vaudevillian. Yeah,
Yeah.
vaudevillian.
Imagine me in a top hat and like wearing, carrying a cane. It's going, yeah.
I swear, your facial hair's like that in the intro to the
Oh,
podcast,
yes.
isn't it?
Yes,
If
indeed.
you were,
Yeah.
if you were
Yeah.
stick thin
Look how
and
marvelous
wore
it is.
purple,
Marvelous.
you'd be what?
Hmm?
You'd be more Ouija.
Oh, God.
Yes.
You know what? I just realised I never played the intro. I never played the intro anyway, and I'm pretty sure on the intro I've got you, Nathan, with your vaudevillian facial hair go.
The Babyface and his fellow funny friend.
You look so young, Nathan.
I know.
You look so young.
Pandemic's killed me, man.
I
It's
like
taken
that
so many
beard.
years.
I like the Ouija beard.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh,
If they ever do a live action Waluigi, like, I'm free, I'm available. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that something different than Luigi then?
It's, you know what Wario is to Mario? Waluigi is that to Luigi, except they're not brothers for some reason, they're cousins or something.
Mm.
What is it? Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Luigi.
Waluigi. I'm totally googling it at the same time. Oh, that dude, yeah, the one,
Yeah,
that
that dude.
bad guy from Lazy Town. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
yeah.
That it's good to know where the references are in this podcast.
They're big dastardly looking.
We found the intellectual
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
Sticking with it.
Cheers for that.
Yeah.
Viewers, we've got to dumb this down for Carl. So just bear with us. We tried talking science earlier, it went way over his head.
If we can
You know,
somehow tie politics into the tweenies, then I think we might get through.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of credit. Simpsons. Okay, good. The
I refuse-
silence. That was too
I
much
refuse
credit.
to give
Okay.
you that much
Yeah,
credit.
the great Simpsons experiments.
Yeah.
That famous scientific thing that happened.
If you try to say that all people are yellow, then we're completely off topic here.
That's jaundice. That's different.
Yeah, that's jaundice.
Or you with a
My
space-
child was a bit yellow when he was born, and I thought I was going to have a Simpson, but it went away, sadly.
Oh, that's okay.
Sadly,
I suppose it's a good thing.
Yeah.
it is a great shame his liver began to work.
When he was born, it looked like Alex's wall. But
Did you ever hear of the weird blue people in Alabama? Alabama?
Alabama.
Alibaba. Yeah.
Have they named it after Alabama? We've changed the state of Alabama to Alabama.
To be fair, out of all of the
Thanks,
states of
Obama.
America that could have been bought on Alibaba, Alabama is the one.
Yeah. Hawaii Baba. I like that theory about how Aladdin is set in a dystopian world of the future. I really like that film theory. Theory.
Which one?
And theory.
Oh yeah. The original or the remake though, because I've not seen the remake and I choose not to.
The remake's okay. I think it would probably work with the remake.
Is it though?
It's okay. It has a giant. What's the bird's name in it again? A zoo, something like that.
Iago.
Yeah.
Completely different to what I said. Yeah, that one. Iago. That becomes a giant phoenix, angry-looking thing at the end of it. That's kind of weird, but
Is it still voiced by
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. Does it still sound like it's always having a problem?
nope.
That's a proper like Jewish comedian. Like he's got such a Jewish voice. Like a Jewish American voice. It's like,
He's not.
I can't
even-
shit.
Do you remember the bit in what the fucking movie with Eddie Murphy?
Nutty Professor.
One where he's a cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
That's
Oh,
it.
oh,
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
And the
Should have said that was a cop in Beverly
That
Hills.
was-
bit-
Did you
yeah,
know
that movie.
Oh, no.
It was,
that was supposed to be Sylvester Stallone originally? Weirdly enough.
yeah, that would have been shit. That would have been
Yeah,
shit.
it very much would have been.
Yeah. This isn't really about 2021, though, is it?
I was going to say, speaking of dystopian future universes and predictions for this year, CD Projekt Red might patch all the bugs out of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, and they're giving away free DLC, which, you know,
Even though they said they were going to give away free DLC anyway.
yeah.
Doesn't it not bother you when a game comes out and you straight away have to download DLC to make it work?
Oh, like
Yeah.
patch, day one patch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
It
we've
shouldn't
done
be
this
like
thing, guys. Here's a patch. Sorry, it's a bit broken.
It's like releasing a game on Sega back in the day that was half done, and then it would never make sense back
Oh, they
then.
did that.
Ends.
They still
Solid
did
Snake
that.
Okay,
to the
yeah.
wall.
I mean, look at
That-
what happened with ET on the Atari. That game is literally unplayable.
I've never played
Yes.
it, so
Neither have I. I've just seen Angry Video Game Nerd try and play it, and it just looks atrocious.
is that one that I'm going to have to play for my Angry Video Game Nerd program?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm maybe thinking
Write
about
that down,
changing the
write
name
that
of that, Carl. There might be some crossover.
Mind you, it could get him some extra views, you know, just a little
True.
bit.
It's all about the views, baby. E.T. Okay, I'm actually writing that down.
The most annoying thing was that basically, like everyone was willing to give CD Projekt Red a bit of slack. Like,
Is that the company that made this?
because- yeah,
Mhm.
because like The Witcher was amazing. Like their previous repertoire was amazing, and like honestly,
Yeah.
the story of Cyberpunk is like I am so engrossed in it, and you want to do all the side missions, which I normally hate doing in RPGs. So,
Okay,
yeah.
I like a game where you
I
actually
got
want
to a
do the
certain
missions,
point where I was finally talking to Johnny Silverhand and stuff was going down, and I was just on the verge of like having to pick paths of where I was going and stuff, and I thought I'm gonna wait until it's patched because I know it's going to be patched in the next 3 months or so. That shit is going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm gonna play other shit in the meantime and just let it happen.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like I've gone and sort of done one playthrough of it, and I'm
Mm.
playing it on the Xbox One X. So I'm playing it on
Yeah.
previous gen console, but the more powerful of the two previous gen consoles. So it crashes a lot, and there are bugs, but the story has pulled me in so much that like literally I'm like I want to keep playing it, and like
You're gonna play despite the bugs.
Yeah, I want to do all the side quests because they're all interesting. The one thing that pisses me the fuck off is that once actually you've done a lot of the side quests and you've done a lot of the story, there actually isn't a lot to do in Night City. This massive sprawling city of dystopia, you know, this amazing landscape full of like brain dances and all this kind of stuff going on, and you know, dolls and loads of like activities that you could do and you do as part of the main story. You can't
but they're never reintroduced.
Revisit it. You can't go to Lizzie's bar and partake in the brain dance.
And that's sort of what
you can do is like, have a really strong sex scene on, like literally burn your eyes out afterwards going, oh god.
What are you playing?
Characters.
We're playing Cyberpunk, my friend, and tits and arse and dong. It's all part of the mix.
Yeah.
Is it Keanu Reeves' dong?
I'm not sure if you ever see Keanu Reeves' dong, but you see a lot of dong. You can pick the size of your dong. You can modify your dong, supposedly.
Okay, I'm bought over. Okay, fair enough. I'm bought over. Okay, fair enough.
You can choose how big your dong is. You can put
your
dong on a female character if you wish. You can put a vagina on a male character. You know, you
to play with, or the actual main primary source.
The primary source, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another conversation.
Yeah, you can choose how big your boobs are. You can, you know, like there's loads of like. Honestly, the customization options that are there shouldn't be that many customization options for what you can do. Like,
there was there's a lot of streamers who started into the character creation and just like, Jesus Christ, their tits are out or their dicks out. It's just it's like Twitch was just full of cock for an entire day.
Twitch between chat roulette for a day. That sounds allowed. There's been a few. I don't have a next gen console or even a PS4 or Xbox One, but the last few games that have come like lately, it's made me want to get one again now. Because there's been some amazing games that I've heard that have come out, and that just sounds amazing for the wrong reason. So,
the unfortunate thing about Cyberpunk is I think it probably is still worth waiting, probably till you can get a PS5 to play that.
Yeah, and I would always like say that it's better to wait like half a year to get the new console because there's always bugs, isn't there, every time?
Yeah. To be fair, like the Xbox gives you an opportunity to get an Xbox One X or a One S for like 30 quid a month, including Game Pass, which isn't terrible.
Yeah.
What gives you that?
It's like a 24-month package that you can buy directly off of Microsoft or through Game or whatever.
Oh, okay, I can't do that. Bad credit.
Yeah, so you can pay. You can't even afford an Illustrator, Nathan. Let alone an
Xbox. Afford it, but I have one.
You can't afford a drawing of an Xbox.
He can't even afford the drawing.
Coming along very well, though, I must say.
I'm no longer concerned about the Illustrator. I'm concerned about the actual book because based upon the way that you spell anything, including your own name, Carl, with a K. Like,
whoa! For my German friend, you should understand where that name comes from.
Yes, I do. However, I am not happy that you spell it with a K because you know you're bringing the whole Aryan race thing to a whole new level, pal.
I'm just going to go way past that. I am not blonde enough to be considered within anywhere near the area.
He will tell you exactly what you need to hear. But until that...
Say that again, sorry. I missed that part, sorry.
I said when Dwayne Johnson comes to your Make-A-Wish Foundation little party that you've got, you know, then he will explain to you in a simpler term as to what we are talking about. But up until... Are you
telling me that when he gets to my house, I'm going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place?
So anyway, chaps, this is that time we love it.
Oh, you don't know how happy I made myself then.
Yeah, we can tell, and it's okay. It's okay.
Doing the podcast
I'm okay with it.
direction.
I'm okay with
Oh,
For us three, this is actually counted as charity work. So
it.
Yeah, I'm taking this off my tax bill.
yeah.
So, the first prediction we had then, Boris Johnson, Trump is going to. What was your prediction again, Alex? Sorry.
Basically, Trump is going to do something yet again to try and completely fuck over Biden getting into the White House. Like he's going to try and basically do something. Like, you know, he might even like try and sue the new president or something like that. Or try and.
I reckon he's probably going to try and get some people to, you know, riot and shit as well. To be honest.
Yeah.
Again,
His followers.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, genuinely. I think there's going to be riots.
Yeah.
And we've already seen, like, there's that big explosion. I'm not sure if that was linked to it at all, but it seems a bit suspect that someone just wants to blow up a building somewhere. And
What was that? I don't think I've heard of this one.
it was in Nebraska, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
A
when
giant,
was it?
just a trailer basically set up as a bomb, just blew the shit out of a big area. I'm not sure how many people were injured, but
Of course, it was a trailer. Those are Trump's.
yeah.
To be honest, it makes complete sense. It does make complete sense from what you're saying.
Yeah.
I imagine
But
that shit will.
If it was a pickup truck, that's like the next one. Random redneck things are going to start blowing up over the.
Yeah, the pickup truck is the thing that meant too much for them to blow up.
Yeah.
It
No,
just
I
reaches peak
agree
redneck.
with that.
They strap a bomb to a gun and just go, I have created the ultimate weapon.
An AR-15 with some Semtex down the side.
Yeah.
I'm unstoppable now.
The problem is to
What's
become
this?
so erect
Shit.
they cannot move.
I think what we can
All
do.
of the blood goes out of their legs and just on the floor. No.
It's so damn beautiful. Good God.
I for one will put a vote in, and I will say that yes, I think that will happen as well. How about you guys?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's going to try and fuck him over. Of course he is.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how, and it will fail whatever he does, but he will try something.
Mm-hmm.
Next prediction, someone.
So I predict that by the 16th of June, comedy will have returned. However,
Okay.
by the 17th of June, it will be dead again because an edgelord tries to touch someone inappropriately. Then the old right-wing comics can then get a decent amount of money writing pieces about how you can't say anything these days, and actually it ain't half Opman was really funny. So yeah.
I think that's
Anyone who's rebuttal. So what was it the reason you said as to why it would go again by the next day?
An edgelord tried to touch someone inappropriately. It's like, oh, I bet you don't think I'll touch this woman. Whip! And then it's dead.
Is that an edgelord?
Yeah.
Why, are you
never
identifying too much with this, Carl?
No, I've never heard that phrase. I've never heard that phrase ever
Break
in
it
my
down,
life.
Callum, break it
Edgelord.
down for him. Tiny bite-sized chunks, remember.
I've generally never,
For Carl.
I've never heard that phrase before. An edgelord. Never
Yeah.
heard
It's
that.
basically someone who tries to do jokes that aren't actually funny.
Yeah.
Tries
The
to be
Lord of-
controversial.
the Lord
for the
of
sake of second
edginess.
controversy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not really about the joke. It's about being,
Shocking.
edgy and dark and cool and fucking.
Someone who never watched anything other than Frankie Boyle in 2008, and that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many Princess Diana jokes can we reel off within the next 10 minutes?
How many times can I skim racism without actually being racist?
To the point
And
of,
now we've
like,
passed it over.
how much boot polish can I put on my face without saying like,
We'll talk on
What
that.
shade is acceptable? What isn't? One bit's a tan, something else becomes.
what bit can I say is camouflage paint and and then what's blacking up? Like, what level? can I go to?
You're the kind of guy that would be really happy to walk in and buy a charcoal mask.
So that's an edgelord, Cal. I hope you've enjoyed.
That's
Huh?
What?
the description of an edgelord.
Fucking hell.
I'm not going to lie. When we were talking about edgelord, I had no idea what it was. I thought it was some kind of pornographic reference.
I am the edgelord. I have edged over 180 times.
I haven't come in 3 years.
The master of the pull-out game.
Next time I orgasm, I will shoot.
That's my prediction for 2021. We're going to see a lot more edging porn because people have got a lot more time on their hands. They're just sitting there like, how many can I get out? How many can I not get out? You know.
So your prediction is that people are going to start to learn tantric sex.
No, I think it's just going to be a lot of porn.
Yeah,
I think on the back of that, we'll see. I only found this out today. The world record for male orgasms in an hour is 16. That will get broken.
What constitutes as an orgasm, though?
What?
What constitutes as an orgasm?
Well, I mean, okay. Basically, Carl, when you sort of hold your hand, you put your hand on your penis, right, and you just sort of move it back and forth really quickly.
Now his hand very much.
Carl, you know when you're in a car and you go like down the hill really
Pamela
quick?
Oh shit!
Imagine a funny tummy tingle, but like a bit better, and that's what we class as an orgasm.
You know when the lady wrestlers come on and you get that feeling.
Yes.
I understood this stuff.
The opposite feeling to the one that you get when Buffy walks into the room.
That right there, that's a fucking callback.
Yeah, that's a callback. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It took me a while.
That was a callback that the two people who are educated got, and the one person who were just like going, "Yeah, we need to break it down in bite-sized chunks," went right over his head again.
I mean. Let's be fair. We all grew up in England. I don't know how educated any of us are, really. Actually,
speak for yourself. I went to a grammar school, dear boy.
I also went to a grammar school, dear boy.
I went to a grammar school. I have a grammar school, boy.
I have a history degree. I'll have you know, it's a classic.
I had a social life.
Yeah, I never had one of those.
Business studies.
Even though, you know what, the craziest people I ever met, no lying, came from grammar schools. Craziest bastard, guys and girls.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
The only people more depraved are people who went to boarding schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically all the people who had a public school education for free, basically. You know, that is what a grammar school is, where you take a test to get in and you basically get a fine education for not paying a lot apart from the scholars' fees to the people who own the fucking grammar school.
Wait, you have to pay to go to a grammar school?
Right.
You can and you can't. It depends.
You can and you can't. It depends on the grammar school. Depends if it's boarding or not. And also, even if you get in, say, for free, you still have to pay fees to the association, the school board association, essentially. So it's not like huge amounts, but you're still paying a couple of £100 a year to basically attend a school that you wouldn't have had to pay anything for.
I'd rather go to I'd rather go to a normal school and then be considered the smart one. Which isn't what happened to me, just to clarify.
Except I was never the smart one.
Yeah, that was the hope when I went there, but no.
No, Carl.
No, that didn't happen at all. So I completely forgot what the prediction was now. Completely forgot.
So comedy will come back on the 16th, and then we'll go away on the 17th of July, was it?
June, but
June.
Yeah.
I mean,
The interesting thing about that is that the likelihood is for smaller time comics such as ourselves, the sort of amateur and semi-professional.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
scene,
Amateur, really. Like,
it's
yeah.
Speak for yourself, Callum.
Oh, we are.
I'll have you know I've been paid to do comedy, Carl, so
Yeah,
you fucking watch
so
it.
I mean, I've been paid to do gigs, my friend.
I got it from a
They don't
a
hire
bucket
me on
whip
the
round.
premise
Does that
that when
count?
the gig makes money,
Yeah, that's
they'll
what I'm
start
thinking.
paying
Yeah,
me.
does that go?
They don't hire me on that premise. They pay me for the gig that I attend. So anyway,
I had someone said they would pay me.
Ooh.
No, it didn't
Hark
happen.
at thee.
They
For
would
comedy
pay
on
me.
time I could drive.
It didn't
people
happen.
in glass houses. Anyway, so the pro comic
Carl checks his house.
really gonna, yeah. But what? I didn't realise I lived in a greenhouse. I was going to say
That's why it's so cold in
popcorn
here.
and kettle black, but I don't really want to get into another boot.
I don't know. Carry on, sorry.
Professional comics, I think, for the amateurs and the semi-pros, coming back to comedy is going to be difficult there's going to be a step up for a while, because all the pros are going to really want a lot of these gigs for new material.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You'll probably find, for the audience that is watching, purveyors of comedy, going to open mic nights is going to be great for you. Free nights and whatever, and even cheap gigs where it's like a couple of pound pay in or a pound on the door, are going to be amazing, because they're going to be full of pro comics doing new material.
Yeah, because everyone just wants, yeah.
But at the same time, it's not great, because the other guys aren't really going to get much of a look in, and it's, unless you have the ability, and the money and the capital behind you to travel all over the country, then and get those gigs. And a lot of startup comics can't do that, or don't have the ability to do that. It's going to be very difficult for them to try and find a local gig that they can get on. It's going to be an interesting jump back.
I know what you're saying completely. Yeah.
See, I was always driving around as many different places as I could anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's going to be my advantage, that I can, if I'm not able to get something in Birmingham, I can try and get something in Oxford or Bristol or Manchester or.
Yeah.
But even then, I still don't think it's going to be easy.
No.
To be fair, you bring up a really good point. I hadn't really thought about that too much, but that's a really good point. That people, it's been away for such a long time that everyone's going to be jumping on it, and that naturally means people that are known more are going to get the spots more.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think there's another little interesting point of that, though, is that those people will have been used to doing it constantly. The one nice thing about this is that when we restart, ignoring like that, but everyone is going to be back at the same point in regards to, it's like we're all newbies again. So it'd be really interesting at the same point to see how it, you know what I mean? It'd be interesting in a lot of ways.
Level
some of that. It's all, it's all going to be new. In terms of material, I completely agree with you. In terms of delivery, not so much.
Yeah, okay,
There's always going to be a difference in terms of the way that new material is delivered. New material, like when I first started off 3 years ago, delivering new material was stumbly as hell, especially when you're someone who doesn't really write a lot of stuff down or ad-libs. It is stumbly the first time that you do it.
I think it's like that for like years into it anyway.
Can do new material, fire it off, and if it doesn't work, be like, oh well, that one didn't work, right? So, and then just fire on to the next one. And that comes with time. And the more professional you are, and the better a comic you are, the better that delivery of that new material is. But everyone will be on the same thing in terms of material.
I say because that's mindset as well, isn't it? So
Yeah, finding the material because there's going to be a fuckload of lockdown material. Let me tell you.
I'm not going to do anything to do with lockdown or corona if I can avoid it.
Before we get onto that, let's just be good. Let's just acknowledge that we managed to go about 47 minutes without really getting into a conversation about corona. So, we got quite far.
Give yourself a pat on the back, as your teacher would have said, Carl.
No, Carl, that's not your back. No, stop doing that, Carl. Carl,
no.
No, Carl. She gave her a lot of gold stars.
Oh, well, at least clean it up if you're going to finish.
Carl, those stars were gold. They were brown and they were yours.
Never all over me.
Oh. That's what happens when you try and do it. When
Podcast viewers, he held up the no call. Podcast listeners, yeah. No, but I actually don't fully agree with that. I reckon comedy will come back about halfway through the year, but I think it will stay. It should stay. I don't see why it shouldn't stay, because if it waits till halfway through the year, then it should be okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's going to be a lot less clubs available to do it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened last time, from what I saw, or at least certainly in Yorkshire, is as soon as it was like, oh, bars and everything's open again, let's get the comedy going. It's like, oh yeah, it's all COVID compliant, and then you'd see pictures the day after, and there were people fucking here, like, oh yeah, you're definitely rooming with them. You all definitely live in the same house, packed to the fucking rafters. I believe that. So
yeah.
Have you any of you guys done gigs since like the original lockdown started? So any of the little breaks? Have you done any gigs?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Someone said yes. Super that.
Yeah. Are you on about between March and so the March lockdown?
Yeah, like end of March. No, just start. Yeah, 23rd of March, my birthday onwards.
Yeah. I did one after. So in that little break period, I did a couple. Can't remember where I went, but did one in Liverpool, in Croxteth, which was an amazing gig. Really, like in a room where I shouldn't have gone down very well. I went down very well, so I was very happy with that, and it was a really good gig to do. And I love playing Liverpool anyway, so I got to do that. But that was literally the day where they'd announced they'd given Liverpool like 3-4 days notice that they were going to shoot them down again and pop them into the highest tier.
Was that just before the second lockdown fully started?
Yeah. So that was just before the second lockdown fully started. And it was at the point where Liverpool was about to go into the highest tier, and everyone was like, "Hey, mate, fuck that. We're just going to go outside and we're just going to fucking drink." And the fucking pubs, mate, this pub ain't fucking closing at fucking 10 o'clock. You can fuck that off, mate. Like, we're going to stay here forever. We're going to have a fucking lock-in and everything.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Get through the fucking door here. Like, it was literally mental. Like, I have never seen so many fucking people having a rave in a tent out the back. It's fucking mental.
I think we was talking around. I swear we were talking around this kind of time, because I swear me and you had a gig around the same kind of time, because we were talking about this
when you went to Leicester.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was going to get at.
And got stuck on a train platform for 8 hours and was.
I don't know. Ignore that part.
Sleeping like a hobo.
I was there from 5 a.m. in the morning, and the gig was at 7-8 p.m. something like that. It was the only train I could get because of the it was the only one I could get.
People were going to the gig going, I'm sure I've seen that homeless person.
I fell asleep in the train station in a random corner that I found. Police came and moved me on about 6 or 7 hours later, so I got a good sleep.
Why am I not surprised?
I got a good sleep though.
The only comedian to go to a gig and the police have moved him on before.
Committed. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I've just arrived at the gig. The police moved me here.
I was on stage. Like,
You may recognise me from the train platform.
or from the shop that was closed afterwards, where I then went to sleep for a few more hours in the rain. There was a cover. It was okay. But no. When I got there, there was like no social distancing. It was a great gig. It was really fun. I was there with like Taryn and Taryn, Joseph Johnson, Ian Alliston, and a few other people. Didn't know too much, and yeah, there was no social distancing, so it did not surprise me very much afterwards at all that we went straight back. I think that it was announced on that night that it was another lockdown starting in a few days.
Yeah.
Fun times for 2020. But I reckon that comedy will come. It should come back halfway through the year, and there shouldn't be a reason why it shouldn't be able to stay, because they're being smart now. It should be done. The look of excitement on everyone's faces.
Just don't give up the quiz off quite yet.
It's not. Don't worry.
Quiz off live.
That will be. I'm not going to do the next one in 2 weeks, but I'm going to do the one at the end of the month. And carry
Just
on.
imagine if we could actually do a quiz off in front of an audience and everybody could just have a no Carl.
Eventually.
That'd be.
We need to arrange this.
This will happen eventually when we're able to. That was the Well, we were talking about doing it like in person, like
take this to like do Edinburgh Fringe and literally just do a
quiz off.
Yeah,
like you would be heckled by so many Scottish people.
Yeah,
Listen, you ginger bastard!
I feel like
it looks like a Ewan McGregor.
Go like full oxy with them, and they'd be okay with it, you know.
Hey, Frankie Boyle's love child. Fuck off here!
I'm taking shites more funny than you.
I mean, they're not wrong. I just watched Billy Connolly the other day for like the first. I haven't watched much Billy Connolly at all. I just watched a thing about him the other day. He's fucking hilarious. I've never watched much about him at all.
One of the goats, man.
20th century.
Yeah.
It's what Nathan's beard aspires to be.
It is indeed.
You can start dyeing it colours, like literally going full Billy Connolly. Is that
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do the. I could do the sort of the was purple on that bit, wasn't it? And then sort of, yeah.
I saw him yesterday, and he was just all white on the program I saw.
He's
He was like a Jesus.
Probably because he was old, Carl.
He was like a cold Jesus.
Yeah.
We know that you're 704 years old, Carl, and don't look a day over 45. But some of us age.
That'd be amazing if all this time Carl was hiding the fact that he was an ancient elf.
We've just gone with vampire, but like at the start.
I think if elves look like Carl, Tolkien's fables would be much like no.
It'd be a lot less Lord of the Rings and a lot more 50 Shades of Grey. I agree.
Carl, what do you see with your elf eyes? Oh, I don't fucking know.
What's with the eyes?
Thingies. I don't know. Mum, what is it?
I come from a long line of historic lands over the hills.
I get the
I
feeling.
don't know. I could imagine Carl running around the place tossing dwarves.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing on the train station platform.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the furthest thing from reality.
Oh, my penis. Would you like me to describe it to you, or shall I fetch you a box?
Imagine an elf with a really long Pope hat on. That's me. Okay, for some reason, I feel like you guys are fans of Lord of the Rings.
No, man, I
little
watched it. What's that? Not heard of it.
I like it. I like a bit of fantasy, me.
I like fantasy, but Lord of the Rings. Are you a fan of Lord of the Rings, or?
I'm not like a mega fan, but I'll sit down and watch me some Lord of the Rings. I'll watch Aragorn, chop up some bitches. I'll watch some hobbits wander around the place for a bit. I'll watch a wizard fall for like 5 or 10 minutes. It's pretty sick. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Why could they not just ride the eagles in the first place?
There's an argument that they say supposedly somewhere, whether it was in the book or whether it was supposedly in the movie at one point. Apparently, he says "Fly, you fools," as opposed to
bit.
Yeah. So he was trying to give a coded message that there were eagles above them on the mountains, and that's where they were actually headed. And then it all got fucked up because he got killed.
I don't hate Lord of the
You
Rings.
shall
I
not
love
pass.
the plot.
Which is a bit like Carl taking his GCSEs.
You don't want to know how many I got.
Pass! Was it teaching Gandalf?
I've just got an image of Carl setting fire to his rubber and someone else in the corner going, "Carl calls for aid."
What?
Oh, I love it.
And where was Carl when the Westfold fell?
I feel quite happy. I feel quite happy that I have no idea what you're on about right now.
You're missing out on
No idea.
gold, mate. Absolute
Yeah.
gold.
We're talking about Lord of the Rings.
Like your grasp on this is a bit like the Elkins having a conversation. Well, we've just decided what to have for dinner. It's like literally like it's,
I need to treat
they just
people.
stood there. It's like we've
Yeah.
decided that you are not a threat. Like 10
The
hours
treat-
have elapsed.
The tree people were my favourite
Yeah.
thing in it. I like the tree
They're
people.
pretty sick. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I can see them
Two
wandering
Towers-
around burning down a bush or two, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Two Towers was really good. I have to say, I did enjoy Two Towers. I watched most of Return of the King. Fellowship of the Ring is a pile of horseshit. So is the whole of the Hobbit. All of the Hobbit films. Pile of poop.
It shouldn't have been 3 films, really.
No.
One book.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 films at most, really. And they shouldn't have tried to force in all the extra connections to Lord of the Rings. That didn't really.
And some
Yeah.
weird love story going on with old Legolas and
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Ellis.
considering we are talking about 2021, though, what do you think will be the next franchise that people will try to force down our throats this year?
Star Wars!
Lord of the Rings.
In the next
Amazon
few
are doing
years-
a remake
I'll
of Lord of the
decide.
Rings.
Oh, God.
Wait, is that true?
That's
Yeah.
true. Amazon are doing
Oh,
a series.
Yeah.
That's going to be thrown down your throats pretty quick. You know,
They're gonna have a driving
that
art.
theme was actually stolen from Power Rangers. I shit you not. If you Google Power Rangers Green Ranger theme, he starts off by going do do do
Oh, the
do
flute.
do do, and then it continues.
Hold on, let's find out. I can
Carl
screen
will
share.
then splice this in an amazing bit of editing.
Yeah,
Everybody was shocked. It's true.
It's like the Mandalorian theme. So it sounds really like familiar. I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
track of what it is.
I'm trying to remember what it was that it sounds like. Yeah,
The Green Ranger was by far my favourite Power Ranger back in the day.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Which one was great? So blue was
Green was the one that had the giant, like Godzilla-looking thing that sort of walked around and fired rockets out of its fingers. It was
because blue was Triceratops.
Yeah.
The red one was T-Rex, obviously.
Yeah.
The green one was like. Was he?
There wasn't a green one on the first one, I don't think. It was a yellow
No, not the
saber
first
tooth,
one.
a blue mammoth, a red pterodactyl, a black. It was a black mammoth. Sorry, it was a blue triceratops. Was that it, or was there another one? The Red Pterosaurus.
I'm sure Green was in the original one as well. Because
Green wasn't in the original one.
Green was the separate one
there
because he
black,
had
yellow,
his
pink,
yeah.
blue, and red. The 5 of them.
And then
I only know this because I
Green,
actually
green,
modelled a
Green
Megazord
popped up and white came.
for a project at university. In fact, that's on YouTube as well.
I need to hear this now. Let's have a look what it does.
No. This is a whole different thing. This is a whole different thing.
Yeah. You're on about the
What you're looking for is no. Green Ranger theme flute. Green Ranger theme flute was right there. That's exactly one. Yeah, Green Ranger theme flute. Flute. Right?
Ladies
There
and
is
gentlemen,
Green Ranger
just
theme
so you know, Carl is
flute,
writing a book. This is what.
Now
we're
go
doing.
down, Green Ranger flute. That's the fucking one.
I forgot
right?
you can see what I can see.
No. It's the third one down. Third one down, bro. Third one down. That'll get you there. That'll get you there hardcore. Trust me.
Okay, cool. Oh God, I feel like a child again.
Right, here we go.
Wow.
He's gonna play the tune. Here we go.
I need dragons or power.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the tune we was on about again now?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, okay. Just remind myself, okay.
It's not quite the same, but it's exactly the same fucking notes.
I need dragons or power.
Just a little musical thing for you there.
Mm.
I just felt like a child then watching that. I don't know about you guys. I just felt like a child again then.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Okay, well, completely forgot what the prediction was then that we were talking about.
We were still talking about the comedy one, I think.
Yeah, we're just talking about what film franchise is going to be shut down on next. I was thinking Star Wars announced 11, 12 different ones that are coming out, different series and all sorts.
Yeah.
Although
Star Wars.
Yeah, although the thing is, based upon the Mandalorian and based upon the ones that the people who created the Mandalorian have all, are involved in, 2 or 3 of those series are going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Star Trek is another
Is that
one.
because they've been making it with them?
Things. What? What do you want about?
You said something to do with the Mandalorian. The ones that they're making will be really good, and you know that because of
Yeah. So the creators of the Mandalorian.
the same. Okay, yeah.
Was
trying to
that a
remember his
really
name now.
terrible joke? If you go in, is that because the women will be doing it with them? Is that? Did you try and make a joke based upon the fact that man is in Mandalorian? Is that what you tried?
I don't think that's right.
It's probably better if I say that than I just didn't understand or didn't listen. So yes, that's what I did.
Okay.
You've constructed Carl's joke backwards into him.
Yeah,
It's Inception.
It was absolutely that joke.
I see your joke. I raise it. Have it back. Yeah, Star Trek is another one that they're trying to do because there's an animated series on Prime. Obviously, Picard's being delayed.
Was it now? Okay.
Discovery's final one is for this season is coming out Netflix in the UK on Friday. So they're trying to do a load of stuff with Star Trek.
Yeah, and Picard is definitely having multiple seasons at this point, I think.
Is that decent? Because that's the one I've been looking at thinking. I did watch Discovery. Like I think me and you were talking about it, Alex, but I just got lost at one point with it. But I've seen Picard and I've been interested in that.
Yeah, Picard's I really enjoyed watching Picard. There's going to be section 31, which is a Discovery spin-off, I think, that they're doing as well. So there's quite a few.
What is that from? Like,
it's the sort of secret section of the Federation, basically.
that's probably past where I've seen it then. Yeah.
The special ops of the Federation. So that's another one that they're doing. But yeah, I think we're just going to be inundated with franchise
Star Trek.
Marvel.
Yeah. One
Marvel
division starting, then they're going to have what's it?
From this year, what is it?
Winter Soldier and the Falcon, and
Yeah.
it's just going to keep going and going and going.
I imagine that'll be really good though. One Division will be fun, but I think Winter Soldier and the
Oh,
Falcon
shit.
will be better.
Have you seen the trailer? The trailer for Loki?
Yeah, it looks really good. I forgot about that. Yeah.
actually looks
Yeah.
pretty sick. To be fair, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
interested
Scarlet
in that.
Witch and Vision one looks a bit odd.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
interested to see what it's going to do, because it seems like they're trying to tell something in a completely different way, and I'm sort of interested in that.
I think we was talking about this as well. It's like the opposite. They're kind of doing like the House of M kind of storyline, but the opposite version. Because at the end of House of M, she got rid of all the mutants, but it's like some weird reality warping thing. It looks really cool from what I've seen.
Yeah, and
Really
it looks
cool.
like the
Is it Doom Patrol on Stars
Yeah.
Play? And
Oh,
obviously
that.
they've done Pennyworth as well, which I can't wait
Yeah.
for that to come back a second season, because I really enjoyed the first season of Pennyworth.
I'm really interested to see what Thor. Is it God of Thunder, or is it
Love and
something
Thunder.
That's it, Love and Thunder. Yeah, that looks like it's going to
Thor.
be brilliant. And Christian Bale playing, was it Gore the God Killer or something like that?
I know.
That's fucking sick. Yeah, he's connected to the symbiotes in a weird way, and he literally goes around the place just slaughtering really powerful. It's going to be sick. It's going to be cool.
Well, is that in 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
No, I
then
had
there's
no
also going to be
idea about that one.
Guardians of the Galaxy mixed in there, because he's still on the ship with them, so that's going to be interesting. And
that
Natalie
next year, though?
Portman's going to be
That's
Thor at the
sponsored by
same
Hey
time. Oh, this is also sponsored by Woodford Reserve.
God,
Oh,
okay.
that's a brilliant bourbon.
Yes.
Really nice bourbon.
Sponsored by Empty
It's my
Disaronno.
favourite, genuinely. Disaronno is basically a Bakewell in a bottle,
Yeah.
so I'm fine with that.
I'm the fake one in the bottle.
Sponsored by.
But that's
Oh,
fine,
yeah.
dude. That's fine.
I like Bakewell.
Right. No, Callum.
Oh yeah, Callum. I was
Sponsored by No Carl Clothing.
Callum, I was specifically told to say hello to you by the mother. So mother said hello, Callum.
That's because your mum loves me and I love her. So
I
I'm
think
At least it's mutual, you know.
yeah.
There-
Exactly.
and Callum, I promise you, by the next quiz off, there will be a Mama Hinken theme song.
Oh, excellent!
I'll do it.
It's I've had a pre-screening of it, and it's been made by a musical genius. So I've heard some kind of rap god.
Straight out
I
of
prefer
Hall Green.
Blackpool.
Crazy
Oh, I should make a
motherfucker
rap
with
voice,
jaundice.
shouldn't I? That's a good idea. Do that. I might do that.
Oh,
Anything about
Carl,
I
never
mean-
rap again, for the love of Christ.
Yeah.
I will rap always.
Especially since you completely ruined the start of it, you know. It just
What?
you just ruined everything about that. You didn't even get any of the actual original really good lyrics that were good. You just shat all over it. Basically,
what I was
you
trying to
shat
do.
all over it from a very I'd say great height. But unfortunately, like, you know, there was no height to that. You just shat on point blank level.
I was sat on my chair. I wasn't trying to get high at all. I'm afraid of heights. I just wanted to talk. I enjoyed it a lot.
Sure.
I may have slightly had an erection when I was rapping in my boxes about that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a good job that you have.
It was a good job.
comedians comedians on this podcast because I don't think one comedian would be able to carry you this week, mate.
Whatever works.
Just imagine if it was a comedian that didn't know him and they'd just be like, what the fuck's happening? What is
No,
this?
yeah, I feel sorry for
I
people.
didn't realise that I was on a talk show with a Make-A-Wish child. What the fuck's going on here? I didn't sign up to this. Where's my agent?
I mean, as long as I get my wish at the end, I'm happy either way.
Carl just
As
pops
long as I
up.
get my wish.
Fuck me, Bez from the Happy Mondays has had a really rough year. Jesus.
I'm marine out.
Skincare.
Right,
My face is really warm right now, actually.
Oh, he's getting to him. Couple
He
more
got to me.
reviews.
So,
Any more predictions? Are we
yeah,
doing
right.
more
So that
predictions?
prediction was comedy, and we went off on a complete different tangent.
What
I
I
had
would
a
say is, I'm
Callum had a
super happy
prediction.
I wrote 2 fucking pages of predictions because I wasn't.
I could have quicker before the end. Don't worry. I've got a lot more written down too.
When I got the last minute message yesterday, like, "Oh, do you want to come on a podcast in like 15 minutes and talk about predictions for next year?" Okay.
We were going to do it.
I was hoping.
I do have a
we did
prediction.
Callum on, and
I'll be
I was
honest,
hoping
this
for
was
this lineup.
This was the group that I wanted, so I was just going to make sure that we were all able to do it. So I didn't care. So
Which is weird because we were all going to be really busy, but
I do have a good prediction, though, I reckon.
you're next in line.
And I reckon this is actually about, at this point in reality, about 50-50 on whether it's true or not.
Okay.
I reckon we're going to get to about a quarter of the way through the next year, and then Darren Brown's going to reveal it was all a part of his Trick of the Mind series. And and we've all been part of it, and we didn't even know. And in fact, Darren Brown has taken over the entire world as a genius mastermind. I reckon all of it has been down to Darren Brown. Yeah.
I reckon this is a program that's funded by Elon Musk, done by Darren Brown.
Done by Darren Brown entirely, yeah.
I reckon Elon Musk is actually on the moon, and that's just a hologram.
He doesn't look like that at all. He's just picked a form that's most suitable to us.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is a whole other fucking thing. I
Life
love
on
Elon
Mars.
Musk.
It's Elon Musk.
Any man that is willing to go on a live podcast and just get high as fuck and he doesn't normally get high, I'm behind him.
That bit was brilliant. It's just like, do I just inhale? It's like, yeah, obviously.
do I breathe with my human lungs?
I saw a video with Jeff Bezos recently. It was amazing. He's just sitting there in this conversation. Jeff Bezos, right? He's doing a sort of a talk to these people. He's like, okay, everybody, I believe that everyone has passion, okay? And you don't get to choose your passions. Your passions choose you. And you have to follow your passions. It's like, yeah, you really seem like you're very passionate there, Jeff. You're having a really good time.
It's a bit like
Guys,
Bob
fucking
Ross.
creepy.
I haven't seen much of him. He's one that's gone off my radar.
Yeah. I didn't hear that
Bob
one.
Ross is a relaxing.
Yeah, Bob Ross doing painting. Like, honestly, like that guy. He had a squirrel at one point, didn't he? Didn't he?
I'm not okay with him. I reckon there's deep rage hidden underneath his pale and placid
Well, he's dead now.
form.
Keep something.
Well, exactly. And we haven't found the bodies yet, have we? So he's really good at it.
What do you think he used that luxurious hair for?
Oh, I thought you was going to say, what do you think he made that
I'll
paint
tell you
out of?
what, smothering.
Yeah, same, yeah.
All of his victims
Find
were
him into
shorter than
paint.
him.
I'm with you.
Well, he had a pet squirrel to hide his nuts.
Yeah. Plus, he was standing around all day long. Very powerful thighs.
Thick thighs save lives, Nathan.
They do.
Now I'm just going to pop your neck with my powerful thighs. There we are. Just lay back. Lay back. Oh, there we go.
And go to sleep. You're just going to go to sleep?
Oh my
That's
God.
fine.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there's the snap. Oh. Now we're just going to put a little dot on your forehead there, just to know that you're dead. There you go. Oh, there you have it.
Like, Bob Ross and Donald Trump.
Oh, all of his
If-
brushes
if
are
you-
made of
if you
human
think-
hair.
If you think
Yeah, I would
about it,
imagine that.
yeah. If you think about it, Bob Ross and Donald Trump, like, all you need to do is take Bob Ross down a couple of octaves and make him sound a little bit more stupid. You get Donald Trump.
Yeah. This is the secret all along. He never died. He just became Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Gonna put a happy little house over there. It's beautiful.
Just gonna dot that there. Just another doctor book. It's like another knowledge. It's like
Oh,
amazing. It's like
I think-
fucking same thing.
okay. What was the prediction again?
Darren
I
Brown.
can't fucking remember now. This has all been a trick by Darren Brown.
Is basically directed by COVID-19 is basically directed by Darren Brown, which I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
is why they're bringing out a movie called Songbird, which is all about COVID and the mutations, because
Wait, what?
he's already fucking done it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
that's
movie-
the
there's a movie coming out.
what's his face who did the Transformers is doing it, isn't he?
Hey.
Michael Bay. Yeah.
Wait, he's making a film about Corona.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, and the start of the trailer is like day number or like week number 258 of lockdown, and it's
Yeah.
like the virus
Wait,
is
are you being
mutated
serious right
18
now?
The
times.
virus has mutated.
Oh, yeah.
COVID-23 has mutated.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
Wait,
It's-
what is a joke and what isn't a joke right now? COVID-23, is that
That's-
part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is part of the movie. Yeah. If you've ever seen Epic Rap Battles of History, like watch
yeah.
the Michael Bay and all the Steven Spielberg like one, because
That's
like,
great one. Yeah.
that is just, you know,
Wait,
making motherfucking money. That's
Mhm.
Michael Bay.
No, I know who Michael Bay is, but I'm saying, is he actually making a Corona film?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's called
This is
Songbird.
not a lie. All of
Yeah,
this
like-
seems ridiculous, Carl, but this is
Really
all
fucking
true.
Find it and play the
Out of
trailer
anyone
park.
who would make the
Let's
film, out of
educate.
anyone that would make an actual Corona film, Michael Bay.
Yeah.
They're fucking blow them up and
Get the
Okay.
trailer up on YouTube.
okay, no, I
'cause
would do that.
It will blow your tiny little pea-shaped mind.
I've purposely been staying away from popular culture lately, just because the world is stupid.
Hmm.
Let me have a look. See, Songbird.
It's good.
Bird. That's not right. Oh, he's stuck. There you
What is
Okay,
that, Carl?
go. What? Hold on, I found it. Hold on. Oh God, it starts with "No worries, be happy." Oh God, I really hate it. Okay, right there, it's coming. It's coming.
Here's a little song I wrote.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just
Wrong
gets
one.
completely the wrong fucking one. Like Hammer Rangers.
Oh no, it's child death again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, dear. Anything could happen.
How is this allowed on
Now.
YouTube?
I'm singing "Don't Worry, Be Happy" while having a child.
I'm messing up. Hold on.
God.
Share audio. Okay, I need the audio. There we go. Do it. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
Good. Oh,
Good
God.
morning, Miss Garcia.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh,
I miss you. I could kiss you right now.
Someday.
Curfew is now in effect. All unauthorized citizens must stay indoors.
Welcome to the future.
Tensions rise as we enter the 213th week of lockdown.
Grim new reality emerges.
COVID-23 has mutated.
Beginning thermal scan. Thermal scan normal.
A horrifying development
New
today.
data confirms the virus attacks the brain tissue.
Whoa! I'm immune!
Worldwide death toll rises to over 110 million.
All infected Americans are being forced into quarantine camps. Sarah.
It's not depressing at all, is it?
Welcome to the future.
The feel good hit of the summer.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is COVID-23.
Featuring Owen Wilson.
It's just a single shot of him going, wow.
Wow, I can't breathe at all. Cool.
2, 1. Anomaly detected. Armed guards will be arriving in 4 to 6 hours. You must not attempt to leave your home, or you will be shot on sight.
That's America.
This is basically the Purge, but for people who are really scared of the government, isn't it? Like,
They said Corona or COVID at any point yet, though.
Yeah, I'm not letting you give up.
yeah, they haven't actually, I suppose. But it's definitely, you know.
It is basically that, yeah. Look, they even got the fucking the Darth Vader.
I'm trying to save the one person left in my life that matters to me.
I can't help you. What you're talking about is illegal.
Craig Robinson, was.
Yeah.
Every little thing gonna be alright. And remember, stay safe, sane, and sanitized.
Yeah, okay, that's Corona, yeah. That's fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a movie happening.
That's just a full-on cash grab.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, Jesus. And Michael Bay as
It's
well.
Michael Bay. Of course it's a cash grab.
Well,
That's
yeah.
capitalism, mate. Take
Yeah.
the virus,
Fucking hell.
monetize it. Ding.
Yeah.
Capitalism.
You'd think they're trying to hide it a little bit better, at least.
Nah, why the fuck do that when you can make money?
Okay, yeah, fair point.
Exactly.
I
These listeners to sell that kid's book, Carl, and just fucking what you want, kiddie Corona books. That's what you want to get doing.
I give the human simulation too much credit. I always
Tommy
do.
has the Rona.
The coffee caterpillar.
Oh,
wow. This really smells like Parma Violets.
Are you just drinking
The fuck are you
Parma
drinking?
Violet
Is
gin?
it Parma Violet Gin by any chance?
Yeah.
Carl? Yeah.
Jesus.
I hate to break it to you, but Parma Violet Gin will smell like Parma Violets. Because it's Parma Violet Gin.
That's a good job. I like Parma Violets. Can't say it, but I like it.
This is where he's put far too much in, and it just basically tastes like he's drinking perfume.
Yeah, look at that.
It's really nice compared to what happened to me.
It feels like I'm
Oh,
licking
victory.
my grandma.
It's one of them, you know, when you drink it and you feel like it should taste worse because it's strong and you're going to pay for it in a few hours. It feels like that.
Yeah, I'm already on like my 4th glass of this whiskey so far, so I think it's going well.
I've had a brandy and I've had 2 whiskies.
Yeah, but you got them in a tiny little middle class cup, so we don't know what those pours are like.
Yes, but how big are your fingers?
Yeah.
Goblet. Brandy goblet, mate.
Fucking Andre
The warmth under there, which warms it up. You want to warm it up, nice aerated, give it an old swill. The good smell and the drink.
Yeah, inhale deeply.
Piss a bit down yourself just to make sure.
So, what? I generally forgotten again. What was the last prediction?
The Darren Brown thing. I think.
Yeah. Did we not have another one since then? Of the
No.
Michael Bay thing?
No, we've just been chatting shit.
Yeah.
That's the idea with it.
What
Just
you
how,
have on
very
the
loose
show is a bunch of comics who can segue, mate.
It's called wit. You may not have come across it in all the comedy clubs you've been to, Carl. However,
Alright, motherfucker.
He said he was kind enough to say the comedy clubs that you've been to, not you might not have come across it in your set.
Yeah.
You know,
however, the fact that you did target yourself with that.
Yeah. He basically got a loaded shotgun and went, "What?"
I generally don't listen to myself very much. It's easier that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Carl, the man, if you handed a sword-off shotgun, would point it at himself.
Well, I'm not that dumb. I pointed at the wall over there because I don't want to
loaded.
Ricochet. At least I'm trying to be nice.
You're the only person in the world I could imagine. Well, not the only person in the world because there are stupid people, but you're one of the many stupid people in the world that I imagine if you gave a gun to, you would look down the barrel to see if it was loaded.
I think you've got to find out one way.
Yeah, not by Russian roulette.
No.
Prediction for 2021: Carl suffers a devastating shotgun blow to the face when looking to see if it has ammo in it.
Any kind of blow to the face right now is nice. I've been single for a while. I'm happy.
Blow to the face, though.
What kind
I don't
of
What are they sucking? The nose?
Scream my name, bitch!
Please don't use your thighs. Use your
What's
fists.
my name, Carl?
You don't get a face like this by being interested in normal kind of things. This nose was not natural.
Oh, shit.
Are you suffocating my fucking thighs yet?
Yeah. German people, we are into weird shit, remember, Alex? That's a weird thing. Have you ever noticed that when you look on Pornhub or something, it's always the German porn that is weird?
As soon as I hear German in the porn, I immediately click off. I can't handle it, man. It's too much.
That's
you know what I'm saying about?
Like, I can deal with any other accent, literally any other accent. Japanese, French, Chinese, Russian's fine. All of it is fine until I hear, oh yeah, das ist gut. Yeah, yeah, das ist so good. So good. Yeah, yeah, so good.
In the female, yeah, that is good. Oh.
Amazing. I couldn't
Essen mein Milchen. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, das ist mein Liebfrau Milch.
My pussy, yeah.
Oh, you have such big thighs.
Ich liebe dich, yeah. I don't know why we go to a really camp German whenever this person does like a German accent. It's like always goes to a lower low, like but
he's got to really.
It's the Pentagon of Madonna with the big boobies. Like everyone just goes to that accent. It's not how Germans speak.
No, they've literally never spoken like that.
Unless
but that's
you're
the
Jurgen
fun.
Klopp.
I think
Yeah.
himself somehow, which makes it an awful lot easier for us.
This is way more funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Carl, can you speak, Carl?
Carl, if you are there, show us a sign.
Speak to us from the beyond, Carl.
Yes.
You need to come through to us now, Carl.
This podcast is.
Everybody pray. I pray. Let us have a connection, Lord. Let us have a connection.
Oh. It's a miracle. No,
you can't hear a
cannot
fucking
hear
thing.
Your annoying squeaky voice. No,
we can't hear you, Carl.
No matter how much you talk, we cannot hear you. Have you tried taking it out and plugging it back in again?
For those of you listening to the audio version of podcasts, microphone issues, and he's currently titting about like the smack addict looking.
Oh, he's back.
Wait,
Is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
My bad.
Oh, shit, he's back.
I didn't know. I thought you were joking.
Why would we take it that far for that long?
2 minutes. You weren't that long. Unless I missed a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Callum
okay. Yeah.
inadvertently practiced out the pull out method, which is what he should have done to avoid having kids.
We
lads. I did do it for a while, but then I messed up twice. Next one.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Put your mess up.
Katie's Comedian Quiz Up. Katie's Comedian Quiz Up. Katie's Comedian Quiz Up. Katie's Comedian Quiz Up. Katie's Comedian Quiz Up. KD. KD. Comedian Quiz Off.
It's a good job that you can't complain to Ofcom with podcasts.
Yep.
No, I would like to complain about KD HInken. Dear points of view, I would like to complain about KD HInken. First point, his face. Really offensive.